swear he's fine.
Okay.
Won't bring up his dad.
All right.
Got those Ted Wong daddy issues.
That's my new tape. It's the Ted Wong Daddy Issues. Hey everybody, welcome back to Law Ready for This. The Law Ready for This
Should we all be
brunch
saying
break.
the name of the show at the same
Brunch
time?
break. We got 5-minute glove hand tutorials.
Yeah.
Soap boy. I'm back with my co-hosts
Grant.
Solomon.
and our guest.
William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High energy.
High energy.
girl.
High energy,
All
high
right.
protein.
High energy, high protein. And you know what else is high protein? Brunchables. Crunch up your brunch.
What is a
Yes.
brunchable?
Is the thing from their advertising in the episode of Pwn Zone when we first started.
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking
Y'all know
God.
VGHS?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
break
you
my
watched the
goddamn
show?
mic.
Did
I keep this shit out of my memory. You fucking keep this shit, and then you bring it back up.
I think
Rightfully so during the podcast.
Solomon has never once watched an episode of the show. He's watching Games Dean compilations.
I'm on
And I can't
compilation
blame-
number 7 right now. It's great.
There's
He
so
said-
much Dean.
It says, ha ha, so funny Games Dean moment. Please watch.
I also made it.
Games Dean vines I quote every day.
Games Dean TikToks that have the same energy as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brunchables, crunch up your brunch.
I'm gonna shoot
Sponsor
myself.
Pwn Zone.
Yeah.
Sponsored Pwn.
Yeah, and that's what we open with in this episode. We're opening with Pwn Zone, which
Yeah.
means it's going to be a good episode.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be a top fiver.
Top fiver.
I don't know if that counts. They I'll be honest with you. The best part about Pwn Zone in this episode, they just do.
It's just puns.
It's just puns. It's just brunch puns. It says eggs. Hey, Brian D goes eggs Benedict Arnold on.
Yeah.
They called
Jenny
Scone
Matrix.
Zone at one point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your scones.
It's just yeah. Oh yeah. And then apparently Scott Slanders is broke.
I think
We're
he says
drunk.
that he's drunk.
Maybe
There's a lot of debate here. This is the new Rocco clock,
the
quite
only-
frankly. Here.
All right. The only reason
podcast.
I think he says broke is that I've got some spoiler knowledge
Oh,
from
yeah.
the next season.
Yes.
That's
true.
Which isn't out yet. Freddie sent it to me.
Oh, he gave you the advanced leak?
It wasn't Freddie. Actually, it was Brandon.
Bro,
Brandon
I
said,
sent you that link?
Brandon said, I'm quitting and I'm sending the
I'm
pod-
leaking it.
I'm
It's
leaking
going
it.
to the law boys.
Is that who we are?
Yeah.
Damn
Sending it to the
boys.
attorneys.
I'm sending- and then just gave it to us.
The legal team.
What is a divorce? That's how Brandon talks. I've got VR now.
Is it curable?
Jimmy says, I'm in my trailer.
Yeah. So I'm quitting.
William is lost. William, have you listened to our podcast?
Don't worry.
I listened
don't
to 2
either.
episodes.
Okay, that's fine.
I've not listened to episodes 3 or 4.
It's okay. You
Did you know the guy that plays Ted is going to be in the new Mulan movie? Jimmy
Really?
Wong. Think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Freddie Wong's brother.
Whoa.
That's Eddie Murphy.
So who's
It's Charlie Murphy, I
he
think.
plays
Just Charlie Chaplin.
in the? Sorry to get off topic, but with the Mulan.
Yeah,
Mulan,
that's
there's
Chuck
no
Chaplin,
there's
dude.
no Mushu,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No, there is no Mushu.
It's
That's a
Chevy
mistake.
Chase.
Because I think their point was that that Chinese people they're trying to appeal to the Chinese audience and they just don't like black people.
It's a very fair. Very fair.
You say, damn.
That's why Matt Damon was in The Great Wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he was inside.
It
the
was
show.
originally supposed to be Eddie Murphy, and then they swapped it out
swapped
for
it with Matt Damon.
And that happens all the time now.
Yeah, you wouldn't think about it.
Eddie Murphy's got the Martian line. Matt Damon swoops in. He takes the fucking role. Eddie Murphy was supposed to be in Interstellar.
Yeah.
I would fucking love
Pedro
Eddie Murphy's
Pascal
The
in The Great
Martian.
Wall also supposed to be Eddie Murphy. They were supposed.
Yeah, they wrote him a second
Yeah,
role. They're like,
yeah.
all right, well, maybe we can get him here. No.
No,
Matt's
Damon.
like, I got a friend, Pedro. Gotta get him on
The Chinese were like, "Fuck no."
He said no, but
Where's
we will
Matt?
take Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Dang.
That movie was. I like the idea that it was originally supposed to be an Eddie Murphy Chris Tucker combo movie, and then they for
Matt Damon.
Pedro Pascal.
They're this generation's Tucker and Murphy.
Yeah.
That's all the critics are calling it.
Did Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker ever do a movie together?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you haven't seen. No.
No. Okay. Anyway, so yeah,
I'm sure we'll have a
Zone.
correction about that maybe
Yeah,
next
oh,
week.
yeah.
we'll
we're
make a
getting-
correction next week.
Said you guys never watch the news. They were on the news
Brandon,
together.
news
Brandon's
together.
in the comments.
Yeah, Brandon, please come on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he really wants to.
Yeah, please come.
We'll do a VR cast.
All right, sure.
So we start with Pwn Zone. Basically, everybody is like live on television, just shitting on Brian, and rightly so, because he's a fucking idiot.
Dumbass.
Like, team killing on TV. Who are you?
Yeah. You don't do that.
Embarrassing.
What?
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. Thank you.
I'll say it one more time if you want. Oh,
That-
yeah,
that-
this episode, please bass boost this episode.
Get all the episodes from now on. Just be
Right.
bass boost.
Wait for the next 30 seconds. All right. So this is 12:55. Starting at 13, I'm gonna bass boost it for 30 seconds. Ready?
Go. Okay, so yeah, we have everybody's Brian D'ing. That's the issue. Everybody's been Brian D'ing. It's the new
All over the,
catchphrase
yeah.
all over the
all
internet.
over the
And
that's what they're saying all over the internet.
that's what they're saying. And so Brian's like, I don't know, it's fine. Ted comes in and says, Key invented a brunch pizza. It's a quiche.
Yeesh.
Yeesh. Yeesh is right.
Yeesh is right.
Yeet.
Now wait, how do you guys feel about quiche being named the brunch pizza? Now
I don't understand that.
What the?
There is a brunch pizza, right?
Well, what
Yeah.
what would possibly be on it?
What's on a brunch pizza?
Yeah.
It's a pizza, but you have like the eggs and bacon and stuff on it.
That sounds like a breakfast pizza, if you ask me.
Well,
I
no,
think
there's
last
not the
week we
same
decided the only thing that's definitely at brunch is mimosas.
Yeah,
So I'm
that
thinking
was the, like
no
the brunch
sauce.
staple.
Well,
It was just
that's
mimosa.
what you do. Is you take the breakfast pizza and you marinate it in
In
alcohol,
Mm.
and then you light it on fire like
That's how
a
you
baked
cook it.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Ah,
Or Bananas Foster.
You guys ever read Looking for Alaska?
No.
no.
John Green.
Yeah, I almost said Brian Williams for some reason.
Yeah, but Brian Williams. Looking for
Yeah,
a
he's, what's it called? Looking
Turns
for
out he lied
Alaska.
about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
like-
He was.
I wrote looking for Alaska.
Yeah, I've been to Alaska.
He said I was never looking for it.
I was never even looking for it. So, sir, what is wrong with you?
But yeah, so everybody says that Brian D'ing is the new catchphrase because it means fucking something up. Because you're Brian D. You're a fuck up. You're a stupid little fuck up loser.
We're a clown, Brian.
Clown. Get your clown shoes out, Brian.
Honk honk.
Brian D for dork, more like it.
Oh my God. Bro,
Dork.
dude, go easy on him.
All right.
Yeah, come on, he's just a kid.
You're right. I'm
He's
sorry.
a child.
He's just a child who looks like he's 28.
Yeah. It's just a
Should be
high
college,
school or
high
college.
school.
Yeah.
College high school.
This is a good runner.
I think it's such a good joke.
You guys think I'm joking. It's about to take off. I'm gonna.
We're in pre-production. You got me in the writing room.
Yeah. We got Brandon in
Yeah,
the
we got
rating.
We got Brandon on. I'm calling everybody up. Eddie Murphy, Ted Wong.
Is that what they-
Notorious rivals.
It's the subtitle of the show: College High School Notorious Rivals.
That's the
Ooh,
sequel.
I
That's the
like
sequel.
this.
It's the Cobra Kai killer app of this
Yeah.
new streaming platform.
Dang.
We've gotten nowhere in this episode so far.
This is a show about VGHS.
This is a show.
This is a
This
show
is the
about
after
video
show,
game high
pre-show. So
Post-show.
they go to class where Key is. Oh, first they say Carpe Diem,
Yeah.
and Brian throws his copy of DXM, which he was supposed to give to Jenny out the window.
Yeah.
And then Key throws her quiche out the window, which is important.
Yes.
I was going to skip over it, but it's very important.
It's a waste of quiche.
It's a waste
I
of
noted
quiche.
that. What a goddamn waste of quiche.
What a goddamn waste of quiche. Hate to see it go.
Love to watch it leave.
Love to watch it
fly
leave.
out the
Love to
window.
watch it bleed.
And then they go to class where Key is just beating the shit out of the teacher in a video game.
Okay.
And then
What show are you watching?
yeah, I'm watching Notorious Rivals.
That's season 3. You haven't even wrote this episode.
So then the teacher just loses. Key perfects her, and then the teacher's like, "Oh, I really Brian D'd this whole situation." Everybody laughs, and then Jumpin' Jack says, "Brian D, more like Brian Z."
Yeah.
Frag of the app.
Frag of the episode.
Frag of the
That's fucking owned.
And then Brian's like, oh, okay. And then Ted's like, dude, don't even worry about it. And Brian goes, it's fine. I actually even know what that means. And Ted goes, oh, if I could explain it to you, you'd realize it's such a sick burn. Because Ted's so cool.
He is. He genuinely is.
Readjusting in my seat. So whip.
Nope. I think the fire alarm just went off.
Yeah, no,
And
something.
So Ted looks forward, sees a like curvy straw coming out of a can of Monster.
A silly straw.
That's it.
A
Yeah.
silly straw.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm
Pretty
not trying to
fucking
make
silly,
a
think
summary
about it.
judgment on the opinion.
Like, it's a bunch of loops.
Yeah, no,
It's a
no,
bunch
no.
of
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Too
Who
many loops.
is he telling me it's like
Too
a
many loops.
anyway? So
Too many loops.
uh,
Girl.
Ted Black. Hey girl. Ted blacks out for half an hour. And somehow gets to the lunchroom, and nobody's concerned besides Key, who goes, who's only concerned afterwards. He goes, "You blacked out for 27 minutes," and then everybody moves on.
Yeah.
And then Drift King
Or
shows
do you
up.
want us to dwell on that for the rest of the episode?
Yeah, I think Ted's
Are
having,
you okay, Ted?
he's having like fucking, he's having fucking strokes. He's got
Alright.
post drift disorder.
They're stealing his material now.
I am.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, it's okay. It was good.
Drift King slides in. He says, "You're seeing it, aren't you?" And then Key says, "Drift King," and he winks. And when he winks, a honk sound effect
Yes.
plays,
Yes.
which I would like to believe that everybody else can hear in this
Yeah.
show.
Drift King, a real charmer.
Yeah,
He's great.
and he.
Hey, now hold on. This guy earlier said
Okay.
he doesn't like the Drift
No,
King,
no, no,
which
no,
is
no, no.
insane.
Yeah, no.
What I said was, I don't like him at this point.
Fuck off.
No, he's good.
He's good. What are you
And
He's
what
a
I
good character.
even said more specifically is, this guy, you'll
He
see,
drifts.
He
And
drifts.
he's also a king.
Yeah.
He's the Drift King. Put two and two together.
He also has a leather jacket that has gold spray paint all over it.
I said his hair is stupid.
Fuck you.
Whoa, that's
He's
just
got
offensive.
cool hair, man.
He's got these weird corners that come out on his forehead. You've seen him.
Yeah, I've seen him. Watch the
Trying to help how
episode.
your
Oh,
hair
you were watching
grows.
James Dean compilations. I don't know if you
Is that
watched-
not what we're watching?
Yeah. But then so like he just yells at Ted for a minute, and then Ted's like, "We got to go to yoga class."
Oh
And
no, he diagnoses Ted with drift fever.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
need
even
you to
watching
weigh in
these
on that
episodes?
one.
Drift fever. I just like that every single time this man moves. there's some sort of car effect playing.
Yeah, no,
It's
good.
amazing. That's audio engineering at its
That's
finest
like-
right there.
That's craftsmanship.
These editors are wizards.
Yeah.
You said Daft Punk B-.
B-.
Drift King,
King.
sound effects. That's sound effects.
That's the new
at
Daft
its
Punk
prime.
album, Drift King Sound Effects.
DK SFX.
That's sick.
All right. So then they ditch. He diagnoses Ted with post-drift disorders. I'm going to continue to call it. I don't care if it's drift fever. And then Brian comes back with a bag of chips that Drift King steals.
Pop chips.
Pop
chips.
chips.
Pop chips.
And I think the thing is, Drift King steals food this whole show.
Yeah.
That's like his whole thing. He just steals food. That's why I don't like him.
Fuck you.
Well, do you like this
That's
man
not
or
the worst
not?
thing he does.
No, I'm saying that's the thing I don't like about him.
He steals.
That he steals food? I
Yes.
thought you also don't like his hair.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
his hair is stupid, but that's not the
I find
entire
it
thing.
noble that he steals food.
It's, like
It's kind
Robin
of
Hood.
humbling.
Yeah, he said, the kings stealing, very noble.
yes. It's kind of par for the course for them.
Yeah.
Whoa. Name a king.
The one from Robin Hood.
Okay.
The animated film, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
King-
Sorry. You're right. I don't know why
John?
I didn't think of
Yeah, it was King John.
The lion
Yeah, it was King John.
Is it King?
who had a snake in his court. I know.
Is it
history.
King Richard?
I think it is King
cut
Richard.
this out of the podcast.
I think it's King Richard. King Richard.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
Drift
to
King.
back it up.
Yeah.
And he throws water in Brian's face. He goes, "Who are you?" It's a good question.
Yeah. I really want to know.
Brian goes to his locker. Locker says, "Noob, go home." That's the best we can do. The door falls off. It is the sound effect from Half-Life of the door opening. I knew that by sound.
I'm gonna kill myself.
That's a real IMDb trivia
Yeah.
section.
Freddie, please text us back.
0
and
out of 1
confirm.
person found this helpful.
Freddie, please listen to this podcast. Tell me if I got that right. If I didn't get that right, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, no.
Please, he has a gun right now. It's really scary. It's just pointed at his head.
Okay.
He's just waving it around right
I
now.
don't know what I'm gonna fucking
So,
do.
He's got the mic in one hand. Just got his gun waving around.
He's holding the mic stand. And the gun.
and the bag on my
a
dick.
mic stand in a gun rack. Just waving them both around.
He's got a pop filter on his gun. I think he thinks it's gonna
He's got a
silence it
suppressor
on the mic.
on the mic.
I'm just trying to talk into the gun, guys.
Now you gotta get closer to it.
Dog. Somebody else want to take over?
You don't know.
Where are we
You're
at?
a fucking podcast.
Where are we at? in this?
We just provide
Okay.
colorful
Where are
commentary.
we at in the
Yeah.
episode? So Jenny and the law walk up to Brian
yeah.
in his locker, and he says, "I'm great. I'm great. You're great.
We're great.
both great.
Y'all are great
You're-
together.
you're at the law. That's great. I'm alone. That's also great.
Law says, "JK, I'm just riling you."
Yeah, I'm just around you, bro. We should specifically that they should haze him harder." And then Jenny is like, "Well, I gotta go do stuff. I gotta go do something with the JV team. Talk to you later." And then Brian just starts to go, "I'm great." And then the law punches him in the fucking dick.
Hey, it's a nut tap.
All right.
And it's
It's not.
frag of the week.
Yeah.
Frag of the
And it's
week.
frag of the
Say,
week.
That's the frag.
Locker door falls off. His copy of Metal Gear Solid 3 falls out of the locker.
Which we all have in our lockers.
Wait, is it really Metal
It
Gear?
is really. Oh, it's one. It's either 2 or 3. But
Okay.
it's one of the PlayStation 2 ones.
That's impressive. You noticed that.
Sick.
Oh, I noticed a lot of things.
Really cool.
You have a good eye for details.
So
my
then
God.
Brian, while he's nursing his dick on the fucking floor, gets called to Calhoun's office.
What's he doing?
Nursing his dick.
So what he's
As
doing?
one is wont to do.
Right.
It's Brian's private pregame pump up.
That's a callback.
And thank you. I know.
I'm letting everyone else know.
He goes to Calhoun's office, and Calhoun's like, "You're Brian Dean all over our reputation here." That's what
It's
he's
funny
like.
because it's a thing that they say now.
Yeah.
And then he says, "We want you to rage quit of your own accord." He wants him to quit VGHS. Brian's like, "I guess I gotta do that."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the question. If you were in high school, I'd like to remind everybody this is high school.
Yes.
A video game high school.
That was my Ricky Gervais impression.
That was good.
That wasn't close enough to the mic though, I think.
That was just Grant's laugh.
Yeah.
That was an impression or anything.
So if you're
He's just trying
This
not
is
to
the first time
laugh.
I've ever laughed on this podcast.
And it was that Danny's Ricky Gervais impression.
if your high school principal was like, "Hey, I'd like you to quit high school," would you do it?
No.
William standing up to the principal. Okay,
I think I would want money. But I don't know if they would give me money to do
that's
that.
fair. Solomon,
No idea. I'd be very confused.
I think I would do it.
You just do it at that
If
point.
he was just like, "Hey, look, I'm not gonna say anything. You just quit," I'd be like, "All right, I'm out." So then Brian's all sad because he's got to quit VGHS. He thinks.
Do you think you could leverage like a janitor position out of that though?
Are you purposefully making references to the second season?
No, I haven't seen the second season since I saw it.
Brian becomes a man eater. I'm gonna cut that in.
Mm.
Um.
Whoa, here he
What?
comes.
So
Watch out, boys. He'll chew you up.
Whoa,
Whoa.
here it comes.
hey girl.
All right.
Brian goes outside and the guy's like, "Kick me back to hoverball, bro." And Brian kicks his hoverball, and then it lands on top of the table, but it's hovering.
Let's hoverball.
That's a
And then it
It's
beats the
hoverable.
shit out of everything on the table.
Ginny's like, "What the fuck, man?
Ginny's like, "Come on, Brian."
Come on, Brian."
Come on, Brian. You fucking idiot.
And then Brian walks to some nondescript location. He tears a poster of the law off the wall,
Oh,
and then just
Hey,
notices.
wait.
Backwards.
Backward.
Wall. Think about that.
also, before he tears the poster,
Law.
he kicks a trash can.
He does kick a trash can.
And the trash can does like a weird bounce. It goes like boom, boom, and it goes upright.
Ooh.
It's
oh,
weird.
It's like the bottle flip.
Kind of. It's like a half
Okay.
bottle flip.
All right.
Interesting.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
I know y'all love trash
So
cans.
he
Oh,
he
yeah.
tears the poster off the wall, and then next to the poster, and he is just now noticing this person has been staying here the whole time, is Games Dean
The man himself.
and his two cronies. And then Brian
His two
says-
cronies,
Bri-
Sal Minion and Natalie Wound,
Yes.
needed to be stated.
Thank you.
Brian goes, "Oh hey, Games."
Hey, games.
Oh hey, Games. I don't know. They could have used any other take, I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they used that for a reason.
And then so Games Dean goes, "Yeah, you like the fact they got this copy of DXM, which he's stolen from."
No, he didn't
Well,
steal.
he
No,
caught.
He
Found. Which he caught. He's
Yeah.
great at catching
He's a
things.
catch, I think he says,
He's a catch.
and he catches it.
And we go to this scene where Games Dean is outside with this girl.
Making me nervous.
So he's like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh.
Hey, games!
So we're outside with Games and this girl, and for some reason the production quality in this scene just drops dramatically.
Yeah, it looks like they just didn't color correct
Yeah, they
this at
didn't
all.
color it. The sound is like in camera. I don't know. It's very strange. And then Games, I think this must have been like a reshoot or something because Games' hair is like way longer. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
very strange. But and then the DXM that they'd thrown out the window is now
Lands perfectly.
it
in
lands
his hand.
perfectly in his hand. And then the girl's like, "That's my favorite game."
Yeah,
and Games
like-
says, "No, it's
Dips her over,
because it's our favorite game."
Our favorite game.
And then she gets hit in the face with a quiche.
and it's a big win for fans of visual comedy.
It's a big
Hugely. For fans of visual comedy everywhere. We're up, boys.
And then
Check the scoreboard.
Check the
We're
score.
winning.
Visual comedy lovers 1, hot girls 0.
well, there's a lot of hot girls in this podcast, and I'm a fan of hot girls.
No, you can't choose.
They are
You can't-
winning
you
compared
can't-
to
You
visual
can't be
comedy.
both.
I can't be both.
You can't be both.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You
Sorry.
can only have one. Visual comedy or hot chicks.
Woo, chicken girls.
Yeah,
Chicken girls. Check that out. That's Patreon
Bok
only.
Yeah. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you can listen to our Chicken Girls podcast.
You're gonna have to see the trailer of that later too. That was another thing we watched earlier.
Oh, I just thought we were talking about chicken girls. I was like, yeah, chicken girls.
This is a real show.
Oh no.
This is real content someone's making.
Posted by Brat,
Yep.
not
So-
Brats.
Season 5.
Season
The
5.
season 5 trailer dropped 2 days ago, I believe.
What?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. But so Brian goes, "Okay, so you have the game. That's cool." Like and this is the part where I start to like Brian because he's just like, "I don't fucking care. Like I was throwing the game away. I don't give a shit." And then Game's like, "Well, what about this note inside the booklet? You know that you're like, Jenny, I like you, but I don't have the balls to say it."
And we know Brian has balls because they have been tapped at this episode.
Yeah, they
They
have.
have been
Ooh.
tapped.
And he's nursed them.
Yeah,
He
the
was
law
nursing them on the
has
ground.
Felt the balls.
Pre-game pump up.
Oh yeah, and pre-games pump up really.
Pre-game
Oh.
pump
Games.
up.
Oh,
And Brian just goes, "This is my favorite line of the episode." He goes, "This place is ridiculous."
Yeah.
This is how I feel about everything. You got a shitty James Dean impersonator. You have a robot making brunch puns on national television. The president,
Agreement Corner.
the president has been kidnapped, and nobody knows where
Nobody
he
has
is.
any idea.
And the law, the greatest video game player of all time, is putting on fake mustaches and talking about the razzmatazz and doing magic tricks and shit.
Justine's hosting a
I
show
Justine
called
is hosting
What the
IRL.
IRL.
And Brian's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Chuck's my teacher
Chuck?
right now.
Yeah.
Lake Chuck, I'm gonna
From Lake Chuck itself.
From Lake Chuck.
And then Games Dean doesn't even respond to the fact that Brian's absolutely correct about how stupid this whole situation is. He says, "You got the spotlight, and now it's games time."
Oh, and is it games time?
And is it games
And
time?
Brian even goes, "You have a brand?
The brand
Get
is
a
strong.
brand for yourself." And then he says, "I've only got 1 point left till expulsion. I'm gonna use it on all 3 of you."
It's very
Bow,
menacing.
bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Put in the comments if you know what that was the opening riff to.
Oh, that was Shaft, huh?
Nope.
I knew it.
I'll do a couple more. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Shaft 2. Was there a Shaft 2?
Is this
Shaft
Shaft
2.
in Africa?
Oh no.
Oh, Shaftica?
That sounds like the name of a sci-fi original television series.
Shaftica.
Shaftica.
Oh, I would be down
That
for
would
a
actually be-
sci-fi reboot of Shaft.
Oh
You know
my
what?
god.
That would
Write
actually
that
be
down
cool.
right next
That
to
could
it.
be
What else we have?
Shaftica. That
Back in
is
college high school.
inside
College
a
high school.
mine
We had something
shaft
else though.
of in Africa of like they're mining diamonds.
This is some great
Is your
content.
pitch?
That's my bitch.
That's your. What is the sci-fi part of it?
They
They're
just
space
have,
diamonds.
they got aliens. They're diamonds.
Okay, wait, they're diamond aliens?
Yeah.
I
This
like
is
this.
sick as
They say,
fuck.
that's the noise they make.
Freddie, shoot us an email.
Cut this out. We
This
need
is
to-
our new.
Yeah, cut this
Contain-
out. Please
Yeah,
cut
it's
this
a-
out.
it's a-
Freddie, we're gonna produce Shaftica.
Yeah, we have a good idea for your next Hulu
Hey,
original.
yo, Chef, check out these diamonds. I think they're aliens too.
It just like transforms into like a humanoid alien.
So that's the strangest shit I've ever seen in Africa. Wow, because I'm in Africa. Shaftica.
But everybody's still toxic there from Harlem, even though he's in Africa.
Yes, yeah. It's in Harlem. It's like Harlem mixed up with Africa, yeah.
Oh no.
That's good.
It's like, what's that fictional Black Panther place? Zimbabwe?
The president.
Chad.
Wait, hold on. This
Chad,
is,
yeah. That was
this is-
Chad, sorry.
This is an update for our previous show fans. Did you know that the president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, died recently?
Yes.
Oh, way to date this
In fact, you
episode.
told me this.
I mean, he was a former president, and he died maybe like a week ago.
He was an asshole, huh?
That's just why William is the new president of Zimbabwe. For all the William fans out there,
Thank you.
we finally got him the statue. It only cost us 800 Zimbabweans.
Zimbabweans.
His malaria is cured.
We did it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for everybody posted in the GoFundMe.
Yeah, thanks for crowdfunding my
Your campaign.
my campaign.
Yeah, it only
And
cost us 800 Zimbabweans to crowdfund William's malaria.
William, I heard you're going to be the
William get
antagonist
malaria.
in the new Shaft.
Those diamonds/aliens are mine.
And if you don't like it, I'm gonna give you malaria. I just gotta pay 800 Zimbabweans
weaponized
every
malaria?
He's
time.
weaponized malaria.
He's microtransactioning this malaria.
Oh my
And every
God.
time it costs me 800 Zimbabweans.
He's made Africa pay to play.
That's how they gotta get the diamonds. It costs so much money to be there.
Yeah. But you can get like 500 diamonds for like $5 in app.
They didn't expect the diamonds to fight
This
back.
Shaft movie is also an app.
Sick.
This is what I'm trying to say right
It's
now.
also an app.
I'm in the room pitching it right
It's
now.
the most unique
Africa.
experience.
I've sweat through my suit. I'm on my 15th slide. I'm like, there's an app too, actually. So the diamonds are aliens, and the diamonds are currency.
We're releasing it on Sprint platforms only.
This is an Ouya. This is an Ouya exclusive.
This is an Ouya exclusive Sprint app.
Grant sweating through his suit doing a PowerPoint is a win for fans of visual comedy.
Not a win
We're
for
at
the fans
2.
of hot chicks.
This
though.
place,
No, that's an L for the hot chick fans. Boo.
this place is ridiculous.
Brandon.
I think he's talking about Shaftica.
Okay.
I hate Games Dean so much.
I heard that's where Brandon went to when he left Rock and Show with Shaft. It was a lot like the Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
He went
Brendan
to
Latch
Shaft.
and Dave Chappelle, or
Yeah.
they both go, I'm too big for show business, I'm going to Shaftica.
Shaftica. The
They
app.
can be Shaft's friends in this new movie, okay? It's Brandon and Dave Chappelle. They're the sidekicks.
They're the sidekicks to Shaft.
Brandon and Dave Chappelle's who replaced Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker in this movie.
Yeah. Matt Damon's also there.
So anyway,
Can Dave Chappelle be the gadgets guy?
Oh, he's definitely like the Q. Yeah, 100%.
Dang. Oh, that'd be amazing.
All right, sorry.
so,
Yeah.
so Brian's taking out Games Dean and his friends. They start playing Field of Fire. Brian is getting his fucking ass kicked.
His nuts tapped.
He's getting his nuts tapped. He's getting
pumped out on the floor.
He's getting.
Like a fucking chump.
Games Dean keeps using the whole brothers in arms approach. Fucking his buddies will just shoot at Brian, suppressive fire. Games Dean goes around and shoots Brian in the back. And Games Dean says, "Oh." all the intercuts of Games Dean in this scene are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just doing all these fucking dumbass faces. This was shot in the same place they shot the Kobe Bryant Call of Duty commercial. We found that out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Just a little peek into the kind of things you find out when you
Wait,
watch
no,
them behind the
no,
scenes.
It's crazy.
It's not this one. That was a scrim.
Well, the scrim is, but is this not the same location as the
No,
scrim?
it's not.
Oh,
Different one.
okay.
Fucking
Sorry, this
idiot.
this
This
You
one
do
was
not
like,
know
You
this.
fool. You're Brian
baboon.
Ding our podcast right now.
Yeah.
I'm so
So
sweaty
then-
right now. I'm just like drenched in sweat over here. I feel like I'm giving you a PowerPoint right
really
now.
got Grant going. Like it really got. It's gonna be on Ouya, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Grant's making our fucking podcast into an app with microtransactions exclusive to Ouya.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna make a lot
We're
of
making the law ready for this app.
That's why I got into
exclusive to
podcasting.
Google Stadia.
I got into this game to make money. To pitch.
Said Brandon's over here making VR Ouya games.
Yeah, he's actually the lead developer on Shaftica.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man.
We're gonna film a scene out in that same the
That
same place they shot the Kobe.
Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant
Yeah,
Sprite
yeah.
commercial.
All right,
If it would have
Daniel
just shattered right then and there, that
Daniel
would have
keeps
been.
throwing his phone at
It
me.
did actually.
That's a win for fans of visual comedy everywhere.
I threw my phone to kill a roach
Suck
and I
it,
put a
hot
crack
girls.
on my screen.
Yeah, Daniel threw his phone at me because I kept making Shaftica jokes. He calls me a roach also.
Yeah, I call Roach Grant.
That's my
Call a roach Grant.
We can fix that, right? You can
No. That's the truth.
That's canon.
I
That's
flip
the new
them in my
Brian
head.
Dean. You see a roach, you're like, oh, fucking Grant.
Oh no.
So Jenny shows up to save Brian. Jenny shows up to save Brian from Games Dean and his
Yes.
cronies, who Brian D doesn't even know their names.
I
And
mean, they could be bronies.
they could be bronies. Ooh,
Ooh.
I don't want to
We
go back
don't
into.
want to touch this.
I don't want to
touch
go.
this.
I don't want to go back into Shaftica, but they might be there.
Wait, we got bronies in Shaftica?
Shaftrica's gonna be amazing.
Dude, I can't wait.
So then she's like, "Look,
Funded entirely in Bitcoin.
it's Dogecoin."
Yeah.
She
She was
goes,
a big investor.
Brian, I set you up, and I think Brian in his head goes, "Yeah,
No
fucking
shit.
no."
Yeah.
And
I was in the locker.
so I got served my own defeateritos
Your boyfriend said, with cheese.
Yeah.
Right in my face.
right while I was
Face.
pumping up, and then she
Trying
says,
to get a quick pump up in.
"So Jenny says, but what happens right here, right?"
Grant's fucking losing it.
I'm dying over here.
It's going crazy.
Grant's getting his pre-games gag.
It's past 10. We're off the rails. And Ford called me back.
Call
I missed
Ford
it.
back.
All right.
Tell him about Shaftrica.
All right, well, we can pitch it to him real quick.
This is our buyer.
It's our buyer.
It's our buyer,
He's
not like.
buying the alien jewels.
Hey, no, I'm in New Orleans. I'm recording a podcast right now, though, and you're on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can I say anything?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so wait, you just paid me for two cards.
Yeah.
But when did you get 2 carts?
Lee brought them to me.
What?
Lee brought them to me. And by
Oh,
carts, we mean
shit.
game cartridges, because this is a video game podcast.
Yeah, it was
They are game
Monkey Ball
cartridges.
Yeah.
1
I'm
and 2.
peddling game cartridges. You know me.
Yeah. Yeah. A shipment falls off the truck, and you're right there to pick it up.
That's just how I roll.
Shipment of
You
game
know what I've been doing, though?
What was that?
I've been watching a lot of
Shaftica.
movies recently.
Oh yeah. What are you watching?
Yeah, what have you been
Catch
watching?
you later, man.
What?
Wait.
I've been watching a lot of Tarantino movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like what?
I watched Inglourious Bastards. I watched Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
What else I watched? I watched some other things that aren't. I watched the Coen Brothers movie the other day.
Which one?
It's got Brad Pitt, and it wasn't my favorite.
Ooh.
Burn After Reading?
Yeah,
Burn after reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that one either.
What about Shaftica?
Oh, yeah, wait. Can I pitch something to you real quick before my phone dies?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a movie called Shaftica. It's kind of like Shaft in Africa, but instead of that, it's about aliens that look like diamonds that are in space, and William is the president of Zimbabwe, but it's also an app. Yes?
Who's the president of Zimbabwe?
William. He's right now on the podcast.
Okay.
And it's an app also, and the alien diamonds are also in-game currency that you can buy for $5.
And you're missing the most important part. It stars Dave
Sounds
Chappelle and
like a
Brandon
good plan to
Latch.
me.
Yes, Dave Chappelle's gonna be the gadgets guy. Wait, what's up?
That's practically Shaft in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody was like,
The brother man in the
Shaft,
motherland.
if somebody was like, right now, here's your premise, Shaft in Africa, make a movie. Just in 5 seconds. That's what I would come up with.
Okay, well,
Is Shaft in Africa a real movie?
yeah.
What?
I'm sorry.
All right, thank.
Good one.
All right, what?
Nothing. I got nothing else.
Well, you did great.
You did
Johnny.
great.
Thank
I'll
you, Ford.
Thank you.
talk
I was a
in
little
more length about the.
nervous.
What's up?
I was nervous.
No, you did.
You did
killed
you
it.
did
Great,
fantastic.
thank you.
killed
Dang,
it.
it is a real movie.
Yeah, it is a real movie. We'll talk more in depth about those movies later. Okay.
Yeah, it says the
Okay.
brother man
Alright, I'll
and
see
the
you.
motherland. Shaft is sticking it all the way.
All the way.
Holy shit. That's a real fucking movie.
It's a real
That's-
movie.
And then
Come on.
Shaftica
Come on.
is
I thought that we were just making up a whole thing that hasn't been touched.
No, Shaftica.
I
That's
wish I
new.
was that creative.
Shaftrica's new. I'd say that concept
Shaftica
is
is
basically
100% new.
entirely ours.
Shaft in Africa, he doesn't find diamond aliens. I don't think.
That's
And
true.
see, at this point, we've done the reboot, and we've done the it coming full circle again. Now we need to do the just hard sci-fi reboot.
Exactly, yeah.
We bring back Richard Roundtree, so he's just this decrepit old fuck in the middle of Africa, in the middle of these mines. Maybe he's a robot now. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, he's a cyborg.
Cyborg
Because it
Shaft.
takes place in 2099.
That could be Shaft 2099. All right.
So here's
that'd
the
be-
thing about this is I think we're moving past Jenny, kind of setting up Brian a little quick.
Wait, you're mad because we're not talking about what we're supposed to be talking about?
I'm not even saying. I'm saying the episode.
Jenny's not in Shaft.
She
Oh,
says,
you're talking about this.
She says I set you up, but I think that this is also your fault. And I go, wait a minute.
Yeah, no.
No, I think you set him up. I think we're just moving past that a little quick.
Yeah.
She says you wanted to be in that game and then you fucked it up. I said, wait, no,
still-
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
more apology is needed. It's a fan of visual comedy. Got a win right there. So then she gives him a pistol, and he drops the assault rifle. I complained about this while we were watching it. She gives him a pistol. He drops the assault rifle. He uses the pistol to kill somebody and then pick up the assault rifle he just dropped. Okay, somebody
Alright,
explain
okay.
it. I thought maybe it's because Jenny used his assault rifle, but I'm not sure if it was the same assault rifle. I don't
It
know.
was dramatic blocking.
It was dramatic. And then Brian,
William shaking his head in
true.
approval. It is.
Very
It is
dramatic.
Brian
true.
Very, very
does some
dramatic.
crazy trickery, right? Because here's the thing: Jenny's like, "I'm here to save you." She doesn't kill any of the people at this point.
Well, to be fair though, James Dean's minions didn't kill anyone either. They
True.
just shot around.
Yeah, it's true.
But
He
Brian,
just keeps popping
yeah.
up with these SMGs.
Because one of them almost gets Brian, and then Jenny
Yeah.
pops up and shoots him.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
And then, but so this last part, Brian just guns down this first guy, takes the gun, throws a grenade at Games Dean, and then just mercilessly just keeps firing at this third girl.
Poor woman.
And this poor woman.
Poor
and just,
Natalie Woon.
Natalie Woon.
Yeah.
And just on nonstop, just for like way too long. Like, she's been dead.
Now, let me just say, that one's gonna hurt in the morning. All right, we can move on now.
And
Thank
then,
you for saying.
Yeah, thank you. I was afraid it wasn't gonna hurt.
I just felt like I had to say it before anyone else.
I didn't even think about it until you said it.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it won't hurt in the morning. But
It
then
might
you
not.
said it.
It's a game.
That one is gonna hurt in the morning.
So
Let's discuss. Will it hurt in the morning?
it'll hurt.
This is gonna be the longest episode we've ever done.
That's fragged yep for me.
I mean, yeah.
Which one?
Him shooting her way too many times.
For me, it's whenever he like pistols that guy, because he like pistols him, but he's doing it while he's like sliding.
Oh yeah, okay.
To me, that's what it
Good.
is.
You just don't like that he even uses the pistol. So that one.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think
just
he's a lot of
I'm still with a nut tap, honestly.
Okay.
No.
I was clearing my throat, but instead of moving away from the mic, I went forward to it.
Okay.
That was frag of the ep, actually.
That was frag of the ep.
And then, so Brian and Jenny finally win. For some reason, Games Dean isn't expelled, even though he lost to the worst player in the school.
Yeah.
But, I'm just saying, they got to keep him around, I guess.
Yeah.
But he really
there's
Brian D'd this game.
Yeah.
Good one.
He says, but it was games time.
And it was.
It was.
No,
game
whatever
It
he-
was
time.
games time.
We all knew he was there. And then Jenny's like, you should play like that more often. And Brian doesn't say shit, but give her the game.
Yeah.
Slides
DMX.
He
DMX.
really slides in those DMs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
The D crossing the M, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
like DMX.
And then
X gonna give it to her.
she was like,
Yeah, he gonna give.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
he's gonna give her the X chromosome.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
She's already got 2 of those.
Yeah. He said, "You
Third
want
X-
one more?
Triple X chromosome?
Here's an extra."
Ooh, Triple X chromosome is another sci-fi reboot, but this
Yeah.
one's
It's
far
the Vin
rounder.
Diesel.
Right.
Yeah.
We're rebooting that now?
It's the Vin Diesel.
Xander Cage in
Oh,
Africa?
dude, if they did that, no wait, if they did a female version of Triple X and they called it Triple X chromosome,
Oh.
I'm brilliant.
Who would play female Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
You're right.
Who would play female Vin
It's
Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
I
I
was
would say
thinking
it's
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
just with the wig.
Yes.
You watch the John Claude Van Damme
With the wig,
movie?
he's bald.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Jean-Claude Van Damme with the bald cap.
I like that. Did you guys watch the John Claude Van Damme movie?
No.
Where he just
No.
plays himself during a bank robbery?
I know what you're
Good
talking about,
movie.
but no.
It's a satire. Anyway,
Yeah.
We gotta
it's
make
a satire?
make
I
a
like this
sci-fi
podcast.
reboot of that. What's it called?
it's called JCVD.
What does it stand for?
John Claude Van Damme.
What? That makes no fucking sense.
It's a Belgian movie, so that's why.
Um,
That makes sense.
watch it with
JCVD
subtitles.
2099.
29.
It's a satire in the future.
It's just him like
He's robbing
like,
the space
in a
bank.
old folks home.
So Brian is like,
He's like, this is it. This is 2099.
He's like, "Welcome, guys."
This
Brian-
is 40. This is 2099.
Brian hands over
Shaft
the
breaks
copy. Brian hands over the copy of DXM, and she's like, "I'm gonna beat your high scores," and he says, "Good luck with that," which I think is a lot of confidence coming from a guy who has lost every time I've seen him play DXM.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Fucking trash.
Yeah.
And also, how the fuck is she gonna play this game? This is a disc-based game.
Mm-hmm.
How's she
Yeah,
gonna get this into
region
her
locked.
Region locked.
region locked?
Um,
Don't even get me started on
Don't even
region locked again.
Grant knows his brother follows video game trucks that drop carts.
Yeah, and usually he picks up a whole box. He's like, damn, region locked again.
I've got to order a bunch of things from Nestool.com to fix this. I don't know if it's a real website.
That's the bunny that makes milk, huh?
Yeah. Anyway,
You have to call him a fucking tool, though.
Yeah.
I know he's kind of an asshole.
Jenny reads the note inside, and it's like, "Hey Jenny, thanks for giving me a chance. I'm Brian. I killed the law.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Brian here.
Oh hey, games."
Okay.
Anyways, this episode's fucking cool. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Anybody got anything fucking else?
No, I got nothing.
I think we're fucked with the whole Shaftica thing. I just
Yeah,
lost track of what we're
great.
even talking
It's
about.
great.
At least we know what the name of the episode is gonna be. Am I right?
What's Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh hey
2099.
games.
Hey
Hey,
games.
games. It's games time.
It's games time.
Ooh, that's a good.
That should have been the name of the podcast.
Oh, but
You wouldn't. He would never allow it. He
I would
hates
never
games
allow
team
it.
too
Yeah,
much.
I know.
That'll be our podcast.
One day.
That'll
Spin
be
off.
our spin-off.
yeah, you guys can just have you guys can just do an episode where I'm not here. You can name a podcast whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a
The
shit.
Games and Dean appreciation thread.
Somebody start that. It's on the NeoGaf forum.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not around.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And check for this newest episode. We're gonna be posting it directly to the NeoGaf forum.
Right on the
They're really popping
Hey,
off
catch
right
this
now.
episode on E-Bombs World.
Oh, please tell me you've been uploading
Albino
our videos.
black sheep.
Can you even upload a video that long to E-Bombs World?
No, but you can steal a video that long on E-Bombs World. Boom! There's my E-Bombs World take for 2019.
You've been drinking out about that water bottle, that Powerade bottle. You've been drinking out of that for like years.
I think that's a good point. You've been drinking out of that Powerade
guy-
bottle for years.
I'm just trying to start like a little conversation. Like you've been
Solid
drinking
went
out the
full
water
drift
Power Blade
vision
bottle,
there for a second.
the Power Blade. You've been playing Power Blade. You've been drinking out of bottles for years. What year is it? Where am I?
It's 2099.
2099.
Shaftica.
Oh my God, where's Jean-Claude Van Damme?
He's at the old folks home.
In 2099, damn, he's doing great.
I know. It's remarkable. He's an Adonis.
He's a dinosaur.
He's a diamond. A
And
diamond
an alien.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
an anal diamond.
He's an
Connected
anal diamond,
universe.
yes.
At the end of Jean-Claude Van Damme 2099, right before he dies, he like tells
They
like
all
the
just
nurse,
slip-
"I'm a diamond alien," and then it
They
sets up for
slide the
Shaftica.
diamond into his ass.
Is this Shaftica cinematic universe
Yeah, it starts with Shaftica.
and ends with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
It's only 2 minutes, 2 movies.
2099.
Yeah, it ends with Jean-Claude Van Damme shoving a diamond in his ass and saying, "I'm an alien."
Cinematic masterpiece.
And then we'll make another Blade Runner or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I'll get hired to make that new Blade Runner after this, buddy.
After
here's
this
the catch.
podcast,
It's
I've
all
been
about
drinking
Jared
out of
Leto.
you've been drinking out of that Power Blade power bottle for 8
Power
years.
Blade Runner.
Ooh. I smell
You've
a
been watching
corporate
David
sponsorship.
Spade films.
Yeah, what about him?
You've been watching his films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like my brother right now, watching all these films.
As
Watching all these
I've
films.
been watching this Coen
crazy.
Brothers movie after I found it in the cart full of video games.
Yeah, it was weird.
Picked it up, said
There was a
region
whole lot
locked.
of Kirby's Dream Land and a DVD of
I can't
Burn After Reading.
Yeah. No, I know the Burn After Reading. It was in one of those Game Boy video players. I watched it with a 1.6 megapixel screen.
You guys ever play the Super Nintendo Super Nintendo rendition of Burn After Reading? It's
Yes.
a great game.
It was better on Genesis.
They made
graphics were
it, they
just
made
way
it
better.
in Mario Paint.
Yeah, they made.
Hey, you know what? Real talk for a second. Mario Maker, you should be able to make the music for your game, your levels, with the Mario Paint music.
You should be able to make like Mario levels.
But you can't.
What?
What the fuck?
Wait, you're
That's what that game is?
No.
I thought you just made Mario.
Wait,
Yeah, you just fucking
Wait,
the whole
are
time.
you
It's crazy.
fucking with me?
You just fucking until you make Mario.
what
What's
are
up?
you talking about?
You talking about Super Smash Bros? It's a game where you just fuck until you make Mario.
I'm willing to let this keep running. I don't give a shit at this point.
Somebody turned my mic off. Jesus.
I don't know how much more steam.
Shouts out to all the attorneys at home. Thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
Thank
to
you,
This
thank
has
you.
been so good. I don't know why you guys keep supporting us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
if anything, your
thanks for
support has been
attending class
overwhelming.
today.
So
Somebody came up to me this week and said, "I listened to your podcast and it's very funny." And I would like to thank
And then you woke
that
up.
person, not by name, and I would just like to say you clearly made a fucking mistake. I don't know.
How dare you listen? That'll be the last listen that you listen.
Listen,
Use your
Listen.
time
we're
better.
sending you
Listen.
Shaftica.
We're sending you to Shaftica.
Matt
All
Damon.
expenses paid.
That's the game show spinoff. Like we.
It's like Wheel of Fortune. This is you can win a trip to Shaftica.
You get to star in Jean-Claude Van Damme 2099. Be an
and-
extra.
You and Matt Damon on a one-way trip to Shaftica.
And
One way.
that's the worst part. Eddie Murphy was supposed to be the star of Jean-Claude Van Damme 2049.
2049.
Well, he is the prequel.
That's the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was going to play young
And
Jean-Claude
then he was going to
Van
become
Damme.
normal Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody.
This has been all ready for this.
No.
Anybody got any more Shaftica?
Yes.
What kind of witchcraft?
Just wait.
This is the worst
Let the
thing
hand
ever.
dry.
This is just straight the worst thing
It
ever.
is awful. It is actually disgusting.
It's disgusting.
If you go into someone's kitchen and they have this,
Yeah, I'd be like,
I would be like, I gotta go. This is what serial killers have. That's how they wash their hands.